The most important skill you can develop in the modern age is the ability to think for yourself. Now, I think this has always been true. As a human species, we have always been susceptible to the opinions and thoughts of other people. We fall to the group effect bias, where if most people are thinking about something in a certain way, then it has to be true. But I feel like in the modern world, this has become a bigger and bigger issue, especially in the age of ChatGPT and Gemini, where you could ask it anything and it spits answers to you in a matter of seconds. Because of technology, we consume a lot of videos, listen to a lot of podcasts, ask AI so many questions, and we take all of this information that we are consuming as literal truth. We adapt it in our life and start to view ourselves, other people, and the world based on this information. We don't give ourselves enough room to think about these things in our own way, to formulate our own opinions. We take our opinions and thoughts from all of these different sources that we reach a point where we lose ourselves. You can see evidence of this everywhere. Go on YouTube to a certain news channel and look at the comments, what people are saying. You will notice how so many people are just copying and pasting the same opinions over and over again. Or go outside, ask people about their opinion on certain topics. You're probably going to hear a lot of extreme ends of answer. They're either standing on this left side or this right side. It's very rare to find people who are more in the gray area, who have more nuanced opinions. And this is because people are consuming similar content, listening to similar things, and then the same people talk to each other, see what the group is thinking, and they realize that yes, this is the way I should think, and this should be my opinion about things. This has always been true throughout human history, but now it has become a much bigger issue. And I really think the most important skill you can develop right now is giving yourself enough room to think about things, to think about them deeply, to know where you actually stand around these topics. Now, I'm a human being. I fall to this a lot of times as well. When I'm in a group setting and I see all of my friends or the people that I'm with talking about something, having their own opinion, I truly get influenced by that and I start to doubt myself about things. And it's only when I'm on my own that I start to go back to the middle a little bit where, maybe this is wrong. Just because most people are thinking that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And it's the same when I consume a certain podcast that has a lot of valuable information. I finished that podcast thinking all of that information is true, but in most cases it's not. It's just different people expressing their own opinion. And these chatbots that we keep asking different questions, not everything they spit out is the truth. They also take their information based on all the database on the internet that is already based on the opinions of other people. I believe this is something that is not going to get so much better in the near future. These technologies are still new and people are falling in this trap more and more over time. So I feel like in the near future it's going to become worse until hopefully one day people are going to start to think for themselves more. So whatever you are trying to do in your life right now, the biggest advantage you have is when you are able to think for yourself. And to do that, you can't be distracted all the time. If you are on your phone the whole time, scrolling social media, listening to podcasts, watching different videos, then you're not going to have room for that. That's where you would need just a little bit of space where you are not consuming anything. You are sitting in boredom with your own thoughts in your head, thinking about things, which sounds easier than it is. I struggle with that a lot myself. But it is something that we must do because it's like we are losing our brains slowly when we keep consuming all of this information. We live in an age of abundance and you can find facts and opinions about anything you think about, which is a good thing. But when we overdo it, just like any good thing, it starts to backfire. And the way it backfires is that our brains start to shrink. And that's never a good thing. So just leave some room for critical thinking, doubting, be skeptical about things in general. I don't think it's ever good to be 100% certain about something. There is always room for doubt. There is always room for another perspective, for something else to think about. You don't need to believe all of your thoughts. You don't need to get attached too much to your own opinions. Give yourself time to think about things in general. See where your thoughts will take you. Even the things I am saying in this video, this is only my opinion, my thoughts about things. There is no one truth, there is no one opinion. You can formulate your own thoughts, your own opinions about anything that you want. Most things in life are subjective, and your thoughts are subjective. And no matter who you are listening to online, no matter who this figure is, whether it's a president of a country or a famous podcaster or this big TikTok influencer, they have their own opinion. They have their own truth. It's not your truth. You need to find your own truth about things, which takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of distance from other people in general. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.